Sharifs are back in power in Pakistan, and while they set about trying to save a crumbling country, there is sudden talk that a pet project of Nawaz Sharif, that is the restoration of the ancestral home of legendary actor Dilip Kumar in Pakistan's Peshawar, might finally get the money for its restoration and conversion into a museum. Nearly 4 years ago, Pakistan had made a promise to the world. It said that it would be turning the house of the legendary actor into a museum. So what happened, and why is the building still in tatters? Quick background first. Dilip Kumar was born as Muhammad Yusuf Khan. The year was 1922. The place of birth, Peshawar, in the northwest frontier of the Indian subcontinent. Back then, it was still United India. The neighborhood in which Kumar was born was also legendary. The Kissa Khwani Bazaar, the market of storytellers. Travelers from Central Asia would stop here, find shelter, and tell tales of caravans and great cities to the locals. Dilip Kumar's father was a fruit merchant. He had 12 children. Fate had interesting plans for Dilip Kumar. His family moved to Bombay in the year 1932. Dilip Kumar was all of 8. He was 23 when India was partitioned and Pakistan was born. By then, Dilip Kumar had become an actor in Bollywood, the great film industry in Bombay. He had made his debut with the film Jwar Bhatta in 1944. In the years to come, the boy from the gate of storytellers would go on to narrate stories that would be remembered for generations to come. But what about the old house in Kissa Khwani Bazaar? What happened to it? Dilip Kumar's family sold the house before moving to India. It changed several hands over the years. At one point, in fact, the house was being used as a warehouse. One owner wanted to tear down the house and build a commercial plaza. The plan was nixed by protests and calls to preserve the childhood home of the legendary actor. The government of Pakistan stepped in. In 2014, then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif designated the house as a national heritage monument. In the year 2020, the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa imposed Section 4 with regard to the property, which basically means it banned the sale of the 4-story house. 80 lakh Pakistani rupees was budgeted for acquiring the house. The authorities said the house would be taken under the possession of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Directorate of Archaeology and Museums. It would first be restored, then turned into a museum, one that would house Dilip Kumar's life, his film records, photographs, and stories of his long association with Peshawar. And finally, the property will be open to the public. Now, this was the plan under the PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf regime. Cut to present, the house is now over 100 years old. It is crumbling. Reports say recent rainfall damaged the house. What are the authorities doing is the question. They are still stuck in the planning process. And what's taking so long? The lack of funds, we are being told. Is it really about the lack of funds or the lack of intent? This house in Peshawar held immense emotional value for Dilip Kumar. In 1988, the actor visited his childhood home. He fell to his feet, kissed the soil and the floor of his childhood home. Dilip Kumar died in 2021. Now, not too long before that, one Pakistani journalist posted 4 photos of Dilip Kumar's house. The legendary actor, who was then mostly bedridden, got emotional. "Thank you for sharing this," he said, adding, "requesting all in Peshawar to share photos of my ancestral house if you have clicked the pic." Kumar's longing for the Peshawar house was evident. His wife, Saira Bano, had once said, and I'm quoting here, "The house is in Peshawar, which now is in Pakistan, is only a fond memory of his early childhood. Dilip Sahib is the pride of India, and I call him my Kohinoor," quote unquote. Kumar was called the tragedy king of Bollywood. Pakistan's new government is talking again, but will it actually do anything is the question. Will it stop the house from meeting a tragic fate? In 1998, Pakistan conferred Dilip Kumar with the highest civilian award, the Nishan-e-Imtiyaz. But what about preserving the actor's memory? Not too far from Dilip Kumar's haveli stands another grand old house, the childhood home of another legendary Bollywood actor, Raj Kapoor. He was Dilip Kumar's contemporary and friend. The two grew up as neighbors in Peshawar before moving to the city of dreams in India. Raj Kapoor's childhood home also has met the same fate. It was declared a national heritage site, then taken under the possession of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Directorate of Archaeology and Museums. This house also was supposed to be converted into a museum, but that never happened. This house, known as the Kapoor Haveli, was built between 1918 and 1922 by Raj Kapoor's grandfather, Diwan Basheshwar Nath Kapoor. When WION visited this house over 3 years ago, we found the front door closed. The team had to climb up a rare entrance. Waiting for them was a dilapidated, partly demolished and completely abandoned property. Some of the neighbors said the administration is doing very little to preserve the house. In 2018, when Imran Khan came to power, he vowed to restore heritage sites and revive Pakistan's tourism. But government after government has failed to deliver on the promises. They have failed to protect these havelis from natural disasters. All they have delivered is lip service.
3.5 years since the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government said that it would be preserving the properties of Dilip Kumar and the Kapoor house in Peshawar's Qissa Khwani Bazaar, but the action on that is yet to be done. Despite the fact that the government has issued and bought these properties, they are yet to be converted into museums. Officials say that in the upcoming budget, amount will be allocated to the archaeology department to preserve these two properties and convert them into a museum. Anas Malik in Islamabad, Pakistan for WION, World is One.
Both the properties, the houses of Dilip Kumar and Raj Kapoor, are in crumbling state. These are national assets waiting to collapse. God forbid, if they do fall, the fault will be Pakistan's. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.